Alright. Alright, let's see now. Is my voice still reacting to this? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that is weird. Hype dropped? What do you mean? Oh, I figured. I realize what you mean now. Thank you for that. Let's see. Are you gonna work now? Let's see. Yeah, that is weird. No, that didn't do it. Yep, I know about me. Alright, well, I'll use the backup plan. There we go. This one isn't quite as big, but it'll do. Oh my god, Streamlabs, stop being such a jerk. I just wanted to expand Jackalope. Okay, this will have to do. Alright, well, without further ado, let's get right on into things. This probably won't be a very long stream, so we'll just see how long I go. Want to try to at least do an hour of each game, though. Nah, I'm just gonna try to rush through tonight, I think. Like at this point, the game is fun and it's occasionally a challenge, but it's not like fun in the sense that it's fun, you know, if that makes any sense. Like, I really like the game still, and I'm still— oh, what was that? Oh, hey, Heavy. Welcome back, Hev. Excuse me. Excuse me. So, how was everyone in chat's day today? Oh, finished stream, ate some flan, came here. Ooh, flan. I don't think I've ever actually had the pleasure of being able to, like, try flan myself. What's flan like? It is hard to describe. You know what? That's fair. Was it good at least? Hey, Charlie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh. Oh. Hello. Thank you, Pumpkin King. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home. Gonna be doing a little Dicey Dungeons tonight, and hopefully also a little bit of a Read-Only Memories 2064. I haven't seen you around to my knowledge, but I also have a terrible knowledge, so welcome either way. Oh, that fucking hurt. No? Okay. I guess like that. Yeah. No pressure, Charlie. It's just nice being able to have a good time with people, even if we're just doing so by being alone together. I had a lurker stream? What's that mean? Was your stream just kinda sneaking around on people? Thank you, Ethos Spot. Little punk. Hate this kid. I had a viewer, but not much on conversation, so I tried to have some with myself. Yeah, sometimes it is gonna just be like that, and it's not gonna be particularly easy, but it's just a matter of sticking to it, I think. I have little to say today. Excuse me. You know, that is understandable, though. You shouldn't have to always be on, even if sometimes it might feel like you do. I think it's just, as with many things... let's see... 2 hours about ranting on ice dungeons. I'm intrigued. What exactly were you ranting about with ice dungeons? Was it how much you love ice dungeons? The dungeon uses sliding puzzles, okay. Makes sense so far. And what's the bad part? I assume this is all in Phantasy Star Online or Final Fantasy... I think it was Final Fantasy Maxima, I wanna say? Oh, you're not good at them, I see. Well, even that can still be entertaining at least to watch, right? I don't like you, Mr. Radiohead. I caught a few more monsters and somehow you caught a jet. How? Yes, I think I'm going to stick with how? How did... With a Pokeball? You realize this just, like, raises more questions for me, right? Well, what was a Pokeball and presumably a fighter plane doing inside of a Final Fantasy game? I am very morbidly curious about this now, Heavy. You have my attention. No idea. I caught monsters with some sort of square ball thing. Something about that statement troubles me, but I struggle to explain what exactly it is. Saw this weird jet, and it gave me a ball that 3D scans it. Okay, okay. And you're saying that somehow This thing has... This thing is like a... Oh, sorry I'm late. Someone said they had no art of their character and I entered a fugue state and fixed that. Oh my god, that is just like you, Hem. Also, hello! Welcome back to the stream, as always. So I caught it and now I stand on it with the fairy on my forehead. Does that mean you are the fairies, Fighter Jet? Epitome, don't test them. Oh no. It's too late. Oh no. A good squishable earlier? What's a squish? Oh, wait, I remember what a squishable is now. Oh, I'm glad that Epitome has someone to share that stuff with. Oh, Hem, you were doing something, or you have something planned for a Valentine's Day stream tomorrow, right? Like, I don't really have anything at the moment, and I don't think I've got anything planned, but figure I might as well ask to see what other people are up to. Right now my team is a fire puppy, my girl character as a chibi riding a flying claw hand. The other is a fairy on my boy character's head riding a jet. Guild Wars 1. I can't remember if that is a Guild Wars I have ever played or have any recollection of, but I am interested. I have to say that. Yeah, there we go. Came out like right after WoW, but it runs better and has no sub fee. Oh, that does just sound like a straight up upgrade from WoW, not gonna lie. Better game all around. I mean, you said it, not me, so I'm happy to hear it, I guess. And what about... Oof, that is a lot of burning. I guess I'll do it like this. Someone clipped me yesterday? Oh, congrats! I'm so proud of you, Heavy. There we go. Good for you, though, Heavy. Also, this is now a call-out post for, Hem. Hem, you dirty dog, you've sent me more beautiful art that I do not have any easy recompense to send back stuff for you. You sneaky snake. Yeah, I knew you were making it, but that doesn't mean like the art doesn't conceptually exist in my head until I see it. I do not have object permanence, I guess. But yes, I am calling out him for making me do fields once again. Okay, so this is a 5. Let's give myself some shield. Okay, that was a 3. Let's do that. There we go. It was when I tried to use the claws skill for the first time and yeeted my 2 characters at the enemy and it hit for miss. You are dang lucky though, that I do not have any ideas for what to draw for you in Revenge. Well, I wouldn't say no more art because I'm a selfish little jackalope and I like gifts. I would say though that I feel like I still need to do something in return for you somehow. I gave myself too many projects to do a specific Valentine's thing. Ooh, what's the Valentine's thing you're doing? Oh, okay, I got you. Might release the animation meme as the next follower, thank you. That could be fun. I have been, like, before I even really knew what was happening, my Twitch followers, I think, are hovering at around like 80 something. So I feel like I need to do something for that, but I don't know what yet. Like, thanks to this morning, I've set as like a future excuse me, subscriber goal to make like a theme track to the science team. I just noticed I'm in a hutch. Yes. You've always been in a hutch the whole time. Look around you. It's been here. I guess I'll put it there. Heavy, you're a house rabbit. Stay safe. Yes. That there, that there. that there, and let's see what I can get out of this one. No! No, heavy. 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 Heavy, drop those wires. Heavy. Heavy, I don't see you dropping those wires. Oh, don't you give me those bunny rabbit eyes. I'm only half bunny. That only half affects me. I feel like that's something that, like, a lot of people actually forget. That, like, I am only actually half bunny. The other half of me is, in fact, just straight up a deer. And, like, outside of the antlers, I don't know if it's the deer parts that you'd expect. Okay, well, I guess the ratio is more like maybe... I guess it's more like 70-30. I can and will kick a hole through a man's ribcage with my powerful legs. The legs are the only not shitty atrophied part of my body, so that is true. I guess. Okay, let's do this. But yeah, I guess actually if I really think about it, the ratio is probably closer to like 70-30, but still. There's more deer in me than people would expect. The battle axe is being cut off by the game, Hutch. That's a weird graphical thing. Let's see if I can fix that, I guess. That is weird. Oh well. Oh well. It'll have to do, I guess. Or not need, I guess, but I do want to come up with something to draw in return for you, Hem. No, you're fine, Heavy. Oh, okay, there we go, I think. I think that fixed it. It's alright, Heavy, you didn't do anything wrong. I guess I'll set it up like that. I had 3 people yesterday and they all followed. Good! Good for you, Heavy! Good for you! Yeet. And this wolf is a real piece of shit, huh? fucking wolf, man. This fucking wolf. I'm not a fan of this fucking wolf. Less panicky, still adjusting, much dolphins. Hey Bee, hopping in the show. Alright, no problem, Epitome. I'll still be here. Because I'll only be able to put it there. Is there anything that you can think of, though, Ahem, that you would like a drawing of? Yes, don't bring phone in. There we go. Because I do gotta draw something. It is in my reciprocal nature as a creature adjacent to the Fae that I have to be able to do something in return, if for no other reason than to apologize for the fact that I was the one receiving the gift. Big hits, big money. Alright, well I'll figure something out, Ham. One of these days. The idea of asking for things. Right? Right? That is so true. I don't know how people can feel like they can just, like, ask for stuff from people. Like, can you imagine being able to walk up to a people and just say, hey, I'm going to broadcast video at you. Give me $5 a month. Like, I don't know how people do that kind of stuff. I panic just thinking about, yeah. There we go. I can tell people to pay me, like, ironically. Right? Or if you have, like, some kind of contract or a deal set up with them already. Because then it's just, like, that's just doing business. I fucking hate both of these fights. Even when I am purchasing goods, I'm like, sorry, yeah, whatever's easiest for you. I feel that. That's unfortunate, but true. Unfortunate, but true. Wonder what a but true is. Okay, so we're at 32 health right now. I can't order a drink with a lot of components when it looks like the barista bartender is a little busy. Or like if you have, like, if you have something where your food is supposed to come with like a certain thing, or they get the wrong order, and you can see that your waiter is so busy with other tables. But I mean, this is like something that you can't actually eat. Like you got pasta with, I don't know, like bacon in it, like I once did, I guess. And you just can't have the pasta like that. You can't eat it. It is just not what your diet can do. You can have the heavy if you want. You can have the heavy. You can have the bacon if you want heavy. Oh my god, once I had plastic shards from the blender in my smoothie at a cafe, and my partner had to say, what if someone rude gets a plastic smoothie? You gotta tell them. Oh, that is rough. That is rough, but your father, God, no. But your partner did have a very good point there. Sometimes you really do just gotta be able to force yourself to do something like that, even if you know that it's really rough, just because then at least you're protecting them from something worse. Apparently the little plug at the top of the blender had fallen in and they thought they got it all out. Yeah. I still remember, like, it has stuck with me to this day that, when I was a little itty bitty jackalope, there was a big thing to do in my school because one of the lunch ladies setting stuff up hadn't actually like removed all of the plastic from the food that was being heated up that day, so there was just like mixed in with macaroni and cheese some like melted bits of plastic wrapping. It was kind of the worst. Kind of the worst. Oh, no. I guess I'll put it there. I had a burger given to me with Worcestershire sauce in it, and I almost ate it. What's wrong with Worcestershire sauce, other than it being a really dumb English name? Like, I mean, I don't know. Hold on a sec, though, because, like, maybe this is just a me thing, but I have, like, fairly alright memories of having, like, hamburgers made with Worcestershire sauce growing up. It smelled nice, but that sauce has Wait, Worcestershire sauce is made out of anchovies? Is that true? I have never heard that before, but it actually is made out of... It actually is made out of anchovies? Heavy, you can't rock my world like this and then not follow up with it. Yeah, it isn't vegetarian. It is it's a fish sauce? What the fuck? Oh. Oh my god, this is so weird. I never knew that before. What? That's wild. Slow type brain me have, words no spell right sometimes. Ah, that's fine, Heavy. That is honestly wild, though. I had no idea. I've never heard that before. Okay, sure. Yeah, I don't know, just... Okay, I guess I'll just die. Yeah, just fucking kill me already, you piece of shit, warlock. The Caesar sauce I use is fishless. Alright. Good on you. Alright, we still got time left over, so I'm just gonna try and speed again. Yeah, whatever the fuck, lady, like, I don't give a damn full phone. Okay, no though, if you're going to make me do this, I'm not doing it with the default equipment. Fuck you. Fuck you! Fuck you! Yeah, I still want to at least give it a try, though. Okay, yeah, this is definitely telling me that it's time to switch over, so... I'm not gonna do the hard mode that I actually have to do. I'm just gonna do an easier one that has more enjoyable equipment that I can play around with at least. Okay, let's do that, let's do that. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Bah. No, I don't want to be hit. Excuse me. I'm very gassy all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Alright. There's only room in this dungeon for one of us. And it's gonna fucking be me. No! Stupid mouse. Bad mouse. Bad mouse. There we go. Alright. Keep a go. Maybe you need a yeah, probably. Probably, to be honest. Alright, could be worse, I guess. Probably should have just taken the other one, but whatevs. I would like to try a new roguelike too, but I'm not sure what I want to try. That, importantly, my computer can also run. Because at least for the next month and a half, it's still going to be just this PC's very limited capabilities. And even then, like, there is no guarantee that, when I am able to actually move in with my partner, that we'll be ready with a brand new PC from the get-go. Pip pause it. Slightly off topic, but one time I was making stir-fry and grabbed the wrong glass bottle with green label, and Worcestershire sauce is certainly... I feel like, right now I just feel like that, that girl trying kombucha TikTok, like, well, I mean, it does smell like a restroom, admittedly, but it doesn't necessarily sound that bad? Is that crazy to say? Alright, sure, what the fuck, let's get a dramatic exit, that sounds dumb. Now let's fight sticky hands while I got no money to lose. What's Balut? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. Also, hello, Pip. Make yourself at home. Well, I mean, if you're gonna tell me like that, I don't know if I want to know. Do I? I don't know if I can answer that. I don't have a ton to work on. Welcome back, Epitome. Okay. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum, bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Alright, let me put it this way. Does it involve... This is gonna be a shot in the dark kind of deal, but does it involve, fermented sex organs of, a sea animal? That would be my guess. It involves fermented sex organs from some sort of sea animal. Was I close on anything involved in that? Good God, no. Okay, I mean, it doesn't sound like it would be that bad then. It won't gross you out, it'll make you sad. Okay, is it baby jackalopes? Heavy, have you eaten baby jackalopes before? Is that what you're trying to say? Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean... Oh, I think I remember this now. Yeah, it is... It's like a half-born duck. It doesn't, like, fully hatch out of the egg. There's still... Like it's kind of almost stillborn, I think, in some way. I don't know why I'm sounding so excited about it. But, yeah, I think I know what you mean. It's supposed to be crunchy because of cartilage. I mean... I feel more so with food than anything else. I kind of feel like, well, I don't want to yuck yums if that's something. Yeah, I'm excited because I know what they're talking about, I guess. I think I remember seeing that on, oh, what was that show called? I think I saw it on... does anyone remember there was a show that starred a really big insect that went around the world trying out different foods? I remember now. I saw it on Ant-Man Bourdain's No Reservations. Did anyone else watch that show? Three dice, that could be 1, 2, 3, yeah. We are considered weird for food, and yeah. I understand that. I think that's true. Everything is weird if you look at it in the right perspective. But did anyone else watch that show, Ant-Man Bourdain? I remember being really sad when I heard what happened to him. But probably shouldn't bring something like that up since that's kind of a weird thing. Alton Brown. Alton Brown. Alton Brown. I feel like I know that one. It sounds cool, though. He's the guy that does the science of food stuff. Ooh. Well, I do like food, and admittedly, science, while not really my thing, is kind of an important part of my existence. So I guess I could get with that. That could be nice. I mean the ground up flesh of a young bovine where you don't know which parts you're getting, topped with fermented milk of its mother. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree, it is weird sounding. Okay, so it's not a 3. It's a 4, though. Yeah, I got more health. Yeah, like, I remember when I was going to Cryptid University, there was this exercise we did in a sociology course where we basically had to look at things in the world around us and figure out the most, like, abstract way to talk about it without like, lying or stretching the truth, to make it sound as unfamiliar and alien as possible. It was a lot of fun, to be honest. I really enjoyed that. Let's see, I already got 2 of those. Don't want one of those, don't want one of those. Yeah, I guess I'll just skip. Alright, Marshmallow, you pizza shit, let's dance. Give us some examples from the class. Alright, excuse me. Well, the first one that comes to mind was the example they gave in, like, the textbook, which was all about how, there is this... excuse me. There was this, very primitive tribe called the, Nasarima, and their whole thing was basically, or, like, one of the things they were talking about in the book was how, this is a culture that has these really weird rituals involving the teeth, where they'll, like, ritualistically bore holes inside of the teeth. They'll sometimes insert rare metals into it. They'll run wires in religiously significant patterns around the mouth to reinforce and reshape it. Very weird, strange stuff. That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, I guess. So let's close that window. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Good. That still works. Yeah. It is a dentist, just slightly out of context. VR chat? Are you doing VR chat heavy? VR chat seems like something that would be fun to try someday, but First, I would have to actually, like, get a setup, obviously, that could run VR. And, I mean, like, I know that, sure, I can just, like, get the thing where I can just get, like, the program and run that on its own as, like, a normal computer game, but that just doesn't seem fun, you know? No, your thing announced someone with... That's... weird? I mean, it shouldn't show any, like, Steam notifications or anything like that. That is a little confusing. Sure, you know what, let's do dramatic exit. I think someone... Oh, yeah, that is how that works, I think. One of these. It was a Steam thingy on screen. That is troubling, because it definitely shouldn't be showing up. So I'm not sure why it would be. Near the end turn button? I mean, I guess that is where it would show up if it was to show up. And it's not like I think that you're lying about this, because it's not a thing that would make sense to lie about. It's just weird. I'm weird, I notice things like that. But fair enough. Fair enough. You know, ever since getting into the VTuber thing, I feel like I have maybe not like necessarily a better grasp on the things that I want to do day to day, but I feel like I at least have kind of a general direction of what I need to do. I don't know, like, I've just been able to kind of focus a little more day to day on the tasks I need to do related to all this stuff going on. I am a little worried though, if anything starts like kind of falling to the wayside. Like, that's always a concern for me, I think. Just being able to get that work-personal life balance, especially when it's with work that is actively something I actually enjoy. I'm on my third day and I panic when my mom opens the door because I'm like, oh, what? I don't know if you have to worry too much about that, Heavy. Usually, at least in my experiences, usually... I guess there. Usually, like, mics aren't gonna be either that sensitive. This mic is... Well, I would say then the best thing that you could do would be to do some practice runs with that. Like, just run the mic on, put it about how far away you would be for whenever you're gonna be using this setup, and then just try to run it to see what happens. See if you can hear anything on the mic when you just go to, like, open and close the door, that sort of stuff. That would be my advice, at least. Oh. And ow. Let's hit with one of those, and one of these, and then one of those. But yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to work that out without too much issue, Hev. That would be great. I'm going to catch this monster now. Toilet flush. Honestly, you're describing something that would just be objectively really funny and enjoyable to see in a stream, I'm not gonna lie. Bam. Exactly. Epitome is right. I have an image to uphold. The image is non-existent, but it's an image in my brain meets. Alright, you know, this is a safe space, Heavy. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what your image is gonna be? I'm curious. I have many inquiring minds inside of my head, and they would all like to know. What is Heavy's image gonna be? I'm trying to be as professional as possible. Alright, that's always an admirable start. Well, it's certainly a start, but I think it probably needs a little more branding too, if that makes sense. Less burping? Yeah, I mean, that never hurts either, I'll say. What I would say is... Well, actually, this is a really good opportunity for me to do something that I've been wanting to do with people. So, who here in chat is familiar or following the YouTube VTuber Jusagi-chan? Anyone keeping up on their stuff? Only on Twitter, to be honest. That's fair. I mean, it's only really on Twitter that I have this thing to talk about, so... basically, what I wanted to talk about is, they did this really interesting video on branding, where they, basically were talking about how if you look at the really big, successful brands, What they have in common is that you can basically sum up the it factors, the like most important core parts of what their brand is all about in very few words. Like to use the examples they were using, Amelia Watson, you could sum up in the 3 words of chaotic, mischievous, or like chaotic gremlin detective, or like Kiara could be something like a heartfelt, goofy phoenix. That sort of branding. And it got me curious because, like, if y'all had to describe me, like, as an outside audience of observers of my brand, what words would you use? I guess that's just what I'm curious about. I got 4 dice right now. Let's try switching this out for a little bit. Alright, I see Heavy has kind. It's certainly flattering to hear. Oh, no, I clicked out. Go back on. Go back on. Alright, M says, soft lo-fi bun vibes. I can't say I know what those mean, but thank you? Like, I understand the bun, definitely. Not so sure about the definition of soft lo-fi. I kind of get an aesthetic of what you're going for. Don't totally understand, but I appreciate it, you know? Anyone else got any ideas? Oh, stretch. Oh, fuck you. You're chill. I think that's the form of lo-fi. Alright. Chill's good. Chill's nice. I'm gonna get more water. I've drunk like 3 gallons. Alright, don't drink yourself to death though, that's very important. There's a feeling I want to use, but I can't put it into like one word. Alright, well, what kind of feeling are you thinking of? Maybe we can figure out what the word would be. Ah, the pills. But dramatic in the theatrical sense, your voice acting and your reading and such. I'd take that. Maybe theatrical is the word. Maybe. Maybe it's a possibility. I'd take theatrical too, I think. Alright, Last round, last floor before the boss. Doing pretty good on most of my stuff. Just gotta keep pushing. Because then after this I get to do some read-only memories. 20, 64. Yeah, fuck life indeed, Wicker Man. So far my viewer survey has called me kind, soft, lo-fi, bun vibes. Excuse me. Chill. Theatrical. I mean, I think those are pretty good words. They sound good anyway. Kind, heartfelt works too. That's a nice word. Ooh. Warm. You think I'm warm? What makes me warm? Am I warm like mashed potato? Be mine titty soft and warm like mashed potato? Perfect. You are very warm like mashed potato. I mean, kinda, yeah, like mashed... Aww. I have never had such a favorable comparison of my being to food before. If mashed potato be the kind of food that I'm like, I will happily take that. That sounds like a lovely food to be. You are like coming home from a cold winter day to a warm hearth and an even heart. Oh. That is one of the most abstract but nicest things I have had said about me. Thank you. What can I say? I'm a wordy fuck. I'll keep that up. Oh, dang it. That's not what I wanted to do. Epitome poet. Words hard. Words hard. Titty warm and soft. Watch Naruto. Oh, you don't understand. I'm a STEM gay. I had to write scientific papers for class. You can't be flowery for those. I was like 7 pages over the maximum and had to cut down. Ooh, you found chocolate? Oh yeah, I remember that paper. That was a really good one too. Alright, I'm quitting this run. Alright, I'm switching games. I realized that was basically a rage quit, but that was basically a rage quit. Let me quickly throw this on while I set up the next game. With orange flavor. Now, are you talking about the flavor of actual oranges, or are you talking about, like, the artificial orange flavoring? Because I feel like those are two pretty different things. I feel like I'm kind of neutral to indifferent about, like, orange chocolate. But I do really enjoy opening orange chocolates. Just because of how, like... Just because how orange chocolate really just lets you choose violence, you know? Okay, so, if you remember from the last time I played Read Only Memories, I crashed pretty hard, and lost quite a bit of progress, so for the first bit, I'm just gonna be powering through, not actually going to be, doing the dialogue as I normally would, because the guy that I was voicing had a really rough voice for my throat, so I'm just gonna skip over him. Skip over that stuff. Meanwhile, let's get this set up again. Speed run it. I'm gonna speed run this graphic novel game. Okay, now I don't want Dicey Dungeons anymore. Read Only Memories, you gonna load, friend? I can see something going on here. Okay, let me try closing and refreshing, I guess. Man, today might just be a fun day for random, like, today just might be a really fun day for random, computer errors, perhaps. Okay, there we go. Read Only Memories 2064. Okay. Okay. Now let's switch. Now... Oh, I'm sorry, Epitome. Some of my games show my view count because it runs it as an app. Honestly, Heavy, I'll be real with you. I'm also still very self-conscious about my view count, and it's kind of hard not to be sometimes when you're still, like, when you go into channels where you're watching people with, like, like upwards of hundreds of viewers, and you're like looking at oh no, not that one. And like you're just looking at your tiny little view count, it can be really daunting feeling. I am not that'd be a good solution though, Hem, but I am definitely not famous, Heavy. I am flattered that you would think that of me, but that is definitely untrue. Alright, let's see, let's make sure, yep, I got the sound stuff on. But yeah, like, I think there are 2 ways that you can look about view count. Or 3 ways. The first way is that it is something that is just naturally over time, as word about you starts to spread around, it's going to be able to get larger. That's just something that'll happen. Okay, let's see. Did I already talk to you? Yes, okay, I did. So now I have to go and talk to the other guy. And so that's the first way that you can think about it, just that this is something that you will get better at, even if you don't think you are. It's something... Hey, Alfie.
Please do not ask me when I'll be stocking. I'll only contain cool, refreshing water.
Oh, wait a second. No, I do the voices in this game. Don't you try and sneak voice acting into it. It's my thing. But yeah, so the first way is that this is something that you're just naturally going to have improve over time with better marketing, with better self-management. It's something that will improve, slowly but surely. The second way you can look at it is, I mean, from a practical standpoint, honestly, you are going to have a view count that's going to really radically shift up and down throughout all of the streaming. So I mean, you're going to be in a situation where the view count that you're actually looking at on your display isn't necessarily accurate at all to what is actually being represented in the people watching. And the third way that you can look at your count is that, look, I know what he might have said to you when you were in that Eastern European castle together. He might have given you all of those lines about how he was this rich, powerful nobleman, that he was going to sweep you off your feet and you'd become just another one of his undead brides. But the fact of the matter is, the Count is kind of an asshole. Even if the Count is representative of cool things like foreign people and sex, the Count is still kind of an asshole. Oh, wait, were we talking about your viewer count or Count Dracula? I might have started blending those. This was so long. Yes, viewer count Dracula, exactly. This part takes so long. Come on. Epitome, you were talking there when she got possessed and talked about Kentucky for 5 entire minutes. Oh, Wednesday night's stream was a thing, let me tell you. It was absolutely wild, and honestly... Oh, hey again, Charlie. Honestly, if there aren't out there clips of it already existing, I have to just... I might end up doing it tomorrow or Monday in any kind of free time I get, just sort of like, try and... Yes, that is true. But I might try and trawl through that stream, because I feel like there's a lot of good moments there that I should try and get a clip of. They told me and then told me I missed Kentucky. Blech, coconut. I like to imagine Heavy just grabbing things to bite in the house. How can I help? Right. And I am sure with you to like a movie time, right? She was a girl, even though he was being manipulated, he positive, she was there, but even her general kind of to make him like her more, but he was wrong, dead wrong, in fact. I have a snapshot of her personal profile here where I compared on my own, I see that it was just nice. I wish I could have met her. I think we would have learned from each other. Like I said, I am not sure I even have a gender. God, what a mood, Turing. Everyone refers to me as he, or they me for convenience, but it doesn't really matter to me at all. Is that a calculated attempt on my part to impress Hayden, not cling to normativity, or is it a possible effort to harm my amazing tendencies? I know I was curious about my upbringing. I wish I could yell at him for being so arrogant. Playing God in the crudest of ways. You can't choose to create consciousness and then take it away just like that. Even so, for all of that, I don't know. I still miss him. It all seems so inane, so senseless. I feel kind of bad going through it at this pace, but like, it's just a lot. It's a lot of emotional stuff. Heavy runs by me in the house hiding something and I yell, "What? What are you eating? What is in your mouth? Drop it. Heavy, Heavy." I tend to go into instinct mode from time to time and grab random foods. Look, man, Archie has been like family to me. If I can't trust myself with a walking water fountain, who can I trust myself with? Okay, let's check out what is going on at K-Cup now. Alright, before we do that, let me save the game. I will save on this new slot, I guess. This is Twitch number 3. Heavy, no. I always fall asleep before you start this game and this music slaps, right? Like, this game has such good sound and scene design. Honestly, if I wasn't a very, like, insecure voice actor, I probably would just listen to the voice dialogue on this because it is a treat. Alright, first thing to do, most important part of the day, let's hug. You can explore my functions later. I can't get a hug? We can hug some more later too, if that's what you want to do. Gonna try one more time. Aw, thanks for the hug. There we go. Drops steak and runs to nearest hiding hole. Oh no, we're in full-blown, roleplay mode now. Alright, let's see, I wanna go... Oh, no, that's where I am. Whoops. Okay, I wanna go here. The Cosio Corp. Whatever that is. Here we are. The Cos.io Corporation office building. I feel like 3 tries for hug is maybe not a great sign. Look, I am going to drown this child in my love, if need be. It looks like most of the businesses on this block are a part of the same corporate coalition under Cos.io. Is that I mean, yeah, that's important. Well, perhaps, at the very least, it means it's unlikely they're the ones interfering with Augmented Eyes articles. Not impossible, but unlikely. How so? Generally, the companies in a coalition don't have a whole lot of overlap. Augmented Eye is a news app focused on local tech and culture stories with an emphasis on hybrids' rights and cybernetic issues. None of the other companies in the coalition cover news, so they aren't related at all, which is very much standard practice for these groups. They have nothing to gain by inviting companies with whom they compete, and thus none of them would benefit by trying to undermine Augmented Eye's credibility as a news service. I'm going to get an English muffin. Go for it. Also, wait, actually, no? No, Heavy, are you saying that you're going to eat an English muffin you left in a microwave for an entire week? Heavy, that's not fresh. That might have something growing in it at this point, Heavy. Makes sense, maybe another news outlet? Yes, another news organization would be the most likely culprit here. Alright, well, I guess I'll head on in. Hello, door. You prefer to only converse with revolving doors. Alright. The meshnet says Augmented Eye's San Francisco office is run by an individual named Sin, and Tomcat confirms she's expecting us. Let's make sure to keep your other news outlet theory in mind, and we can follow up on it afterwards. All we have to do now is head up and talk to her. No shenanigans this time. Alright. Oh my god, chat, look at this baby! Oh my god, look at it! Hello! Zin's IK47 Executive Series ROM designed for offices and high-level account. Oh, it's a smart rabbit! Oh, hello! May I talk to you? The IK47 aren't known for being verbose. Better leave it. Can I pet you? Oh, better leave it. It looks to be in the middle of high-value calculation work. I don't want to bother this accountant rabbit. What are those? A picture of a toupee is an odd thing to frame. I agree, that is. Oh, wait, that's an animal of some kind. Fair enough. Motivational poster. You didn't know people still hung up motivational posters unironically. How did I get in the game? Oh no, Heavy. Get out of there. You're not supposed to be in a game. You're a people. Or at least that's what I've been told. A live updating weather forecast in the bottom center of the stream. Oh, stash of video games. Sweet! An unopened duck game. Oh man. This game gives me the urge to start quacking uncontrollably. Is something wrong with me? Oh. And a super Fanalink? Man, she's got an awesome office. Displays all of the old hits like Yonkey's Peninsula, Water Rash, and Super Slug 3 Revenge of the Super Slug. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, let's talk with Zin. Alright, let's see. What kind of voice are you gonna have? Oh, hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye. You must be the journalist my network admin said would be showing up. Have a seat. Would you like a drink? Water would be nice. My assistant will bring it right away. Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this. Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press, but it's still better than the other options. Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory. If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies. Even if I do end up being right. So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. At least then, we can fight back on a familiar battlefield. Now, what do you know about our problem here? Someone is tampering with your articles on the mesh? That's the long and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it. I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network. The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed. I'm hoping that you can do some digging, maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who might be doing it. Put in the oven, raisins good, cinnamon raisin even better. Wish it was pumpkin spice. I guess it might be a little out of season to get some good squash-based muffin though. Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it'll be a big help. Okay, what kind of changes are being made? Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic. So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution. That's actually what tipped us off. Gotta shift around a little bit. Nothing is out of season with the right mindset. True, but it would still be harder to find. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires. My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the Human Revolution if I don't have to. Okay, why are you so sure this isn't an inside job? I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else. They told me that they tore out all the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones. All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DMS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand. I pay them big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless you dig up something that tells me otherwise. Do you have any idea where I should start looking? Not really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net. Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself. The public trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the meshnet provisions is strangling. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than LIPS or a different meshnet protocol without that trust. Or, you know, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to. I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer. Okay, that's a start. I know tin hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have. Anything else I can tell you, off the record? If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar. Can you think of any reason why you're being targeted? Like what? There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself. We started off in Venezuela as a sleek current events and news organization in 2055, almost 10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings and on top of major news. We're one of the few good ones left. Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places, and it paid off. COS.io Corp is happy to have us here in Neo San Francisco. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us unless they were just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the Human Revolution, and there aren't much more direct ways of making that happen. Oh, and there are much more direct ways. Know if anyone else has articles being manipulated? Alright, look, I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions. So you didn't hear this from me. You might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova. That's all I'll say. And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast. What's the real reason you're bringing in outside help? Your own journalists should be able to handle digging up some dirt on a hacker. What? Not wanting to answer prying questions for my coalition board isn't a good enough reason? because I'd really like to avoid that. And look, you've covered culture wars, right? My journalists are good, but they're mostly good at gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports. Oh man, can you imagine being an after-party reporter? That would be freaking wild. This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities. The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people. Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass. That's it for now. I'll get back to you if I have more questions. No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you. Plausible deniability and all that. I won't ask you to lie in anything you write, but do remember you got in contact with me. Not even second-hand, but third-hand. This is the after-party review. I'm high as fuck right now, and I see numbers. And hear colors. Man, can you imagine? I know I'm bouncing from idea to idea, but, like, how terrifying it must be to trip acid if you have synesthesia. Wink wink, nudge nudge, or whatever. If you need anything else, have your person get with my person, don't come here directly. Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way, and this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out. Good luck and goodbye. Alright, that was very straightforward. Well, that was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help. My brother says to only eat vegetarian food when you're on acid because he got sushi once and started crying because he kept thinking about the fish. Oh no! Oh no! That's so sad. She never brought you that water either. Is it always like this, B? People don't usually give much away. Secrets are expensive. Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax. If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the mesh net on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all. He also walked to the sushi place, and it took like 4 times. Oh, is that because of the normal distance? Or because he was trying to walk outside to a place while on acid? That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up. We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path. The road kept rising to meet his feet, he says. Anyway, it seems like our next stop is the what the... Uh-oh. What? 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 What the... That's Sin? What? What the fuck? Okay, we need to go help her? It's too late. Considering the angle and height of the fall, rendering suitable aid is beyond our capabilities now. Your desire is laudable, but emergency services are already on their way. They will assist her as much as they can. We should head back to her office and see if we... I don't know about that, Turing. Like, on the one hand, that's a really good idea investigatively wise. On the other hand, that's also a very good idea to be arrested for her murder. Yeah, it sounds very illegal, I agree. Perhaps we can still dispense justice. I don't know about that, Turing. I know it hasn't been that long since I saved last, but I'm going to make another save here. Also, you know what I have to wonder? Like, you know what I have to wonder though? Like, when I was doing the day before this, it gave me the choice whether I wanted to follow up on the lead at the mansion with Turing's aunt, or if I wanted to check in on this business report lead earlier. I wonder, do you think that if I had chosen to do this yesterday instead of the mansion, that going to the mansion today I would find that lady dead instead? I remember a little of my 21st birthday. I remember PlayStation and KFC chicken. I mean, as far as memories, those aren't bad ones, I'd say. Okay, I guess I'm... Oh no, not... Right? Like, I don't even want to risk that, but I'm wondering, like, is that something that this game would do? Oh, okay. No! It looks like the desk has been cleared off. No, the friend! The friend! No! Let's take a look around, but be careful not to disturb any evidence. The police will be here soon. Okay, IK-47. No. Even a ROM like that doesn't deserve an end like this. Okay, let's investigate this broken window. My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost 3 feet away from the window. Considering the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zin jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help. Agreed. But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor or any other thermal hotspots. You're saying no one else was in here? It doesn't look like it. Okay, examine desk. Swanky look at the curves out at the edges. Okay. Examine photograph. At least you think it's an animal? Initial cross-references with the California Humane Society's legal pet species database are not yielding fast results. Okay, stash of video games. Save the video games. Save the video games. You ignore the murder evidence and thumb through the cartridges. A mint condition Super Indie Karts Jr.? This game looks suitable if you're craving both high-speed racing action and watermelons. Was it literally the... I don't think so? I mean, the bunny is also very clearly dead. Was it the plant? This plant seems to have survived the devastation. Okay, shit, what else can I even look at? A monitor? Ah, her personal computer is not password protected at the moment. Maybe some kind of blast that hit them. Maybe. I'm thinking maybe like some kind of thermal insulated ROM of some sort is doing this. Give me a moment to look through her files. Best to keep your fingerprints off the keyboard. Most of this isn't very interesting. Committee reports, financials, article submissions. Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe. The admin ran a web crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor, Charlie Nova, stood out like a sore thumb. Apparently, he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life. But ever since the human revolution has been in town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been. Zin seems to think he was just complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole. Just like the augmented eye journalist. This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to. We should go. There isn't anything else here, and the police are almost on the scene.
Oh!
Speaking of... Hey! Yeah, of course we want to talk to you, Charlie. We love your company. Lexi, son of a... I should have figured the two of you would be here. You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you? This is a total misunderstanding. I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yes, this is what at least one future cop looks like. I can't really say anything about the rest of the force. We had an appointment with Sin to discuss a possible lead and found her office in this state of disrepair. They dress like Papyrus Undertale. Fuck, they do. She really do. Of course you did. Damn it. Fine. Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up. We'll chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement, you hear me? Certainly, Detective Rivers. I'll forward you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time. Yeah, whatever. Get moving. Alright, thank you. Phew. Why did you lie to Lexi? Because it's better this way. We are chasing smoke trails. You think she would assist such an unlikely investigation? I do not need you to infer upon my motivations or highlight my duplicity. Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Sim gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive. Literally. Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Sin out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than get it out? We have little time for fooling about, and must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too. Now, unless you have further recriminations to level at me, we must not squander the time my dishonesty bought us. I have highlighted the main Neo San Francisco offices for TMI Entertainment on your map. Thank you. Let's go. Agreed, let's go. Okay, TMI Entertainment. I hope some pity for me still remains considering my recent tone, because I'm honestly not sure where we should start. I suppose we should just ask the receptionist to point us to somebody who can answer our questions. Do you know anything about TMI Entertainment? Honestly, you do have your own mesh access, yes? Insane bunny rant incoming. Rant. I'm quite certain you can handle all the casual searches you might feel like making. We hardly have time for me to blather out every bit of exposition you desire when you could just go look it up yourself. I'm sorry, Turing. No, I'm sorry, I'm just a bit on edge. Things are barreling out of our control, and I'm taking it out on you. Yes, that is correct. Forgive me. Let me pull up the information you requested. What can you tell me about TMI? TMI Entertainment is a relatively popular celebrity and gossip news conglomerate. They own OK Today. They did a good job transitioning from the... Oh, good for them, they transitioned from the traditional media models of television and news to the net-based model prevalent now, pioneered by their digital newspaper, OK Today's The Scanline. Some might call their programs rags, but opinion on the mesh seems more favorable than not. They stick to mostly good-natured prying and lean away from the seedier nastiness that paparazzi can get up to. As such, they have a positive relationship with many celebrities and regularly get exclusive scoops that keep their ratings up, despite their refusal to peddle in the darker side of the celebrity news circuit. Well, what do you know about Charlie Nova? Charlie Nova is TMI Entertainment's most popular TV personality. He's gotten considerably high ratings for almost a decade and isn't afraid to tell you about it. Yes, do tell, Heavy. The chatter on the mesh paints him as a bit arrogant, but in that loud, backslapping kind of way that a media star can get away with. He's best known for hosting Star in the Stratosphere. It's one of those talent-seeking reality programs. Apparently, when TMI can't organically discover enough celebrities, they just manufacture them. Oh, and also, according to this blog, Charlie's hair is flawless. That's true, Charlie. You do have very nice hair. Got it. Oh no! Chat, the receptionist is really cute. Oh no. A hybrid receptionist bops on her heels. She's either had a long day standing or is just fidgety. Oh no, she's really cute. Oh no! Oh, well, welcome to TMI Entertainment Incorporated. Do you have an appointment? Yes. I have a story we're about to break and wanted to offer. Oh, I guess I should send you to Sympathy then? Oh, she'd be pretty mad if someone ran something without her getting a chance to comment. Go ahead and talk to her. She's on the other side of the room. Don't bother the talent, though. She hates that. Thank you. Who are you? Oh, who are you, little friend? Hi! An 8 ONL newsrom putters speedily across the production floor, frantically looking for the next big scoop. Oh no! May I talk with you? Can I touch you? Don't pick it up while it's working. Okay, fair. Can I talk with you? The newsrom doesn't care to take a comment from an unaffiliated freelancer. Okay, assistant. Okay, so I imagine you are the person that we're actually here to talk about. Inactive cameras. Yeah, I mean, it is a rough future economy, right? Do I talk with you? Whoa!
Hey you, over here now. What are you doing bothering my people? I thought I told Nina to cancel all my appointments for the day. I swear that girl couldn't find her ears if I taped them over her eyes. At least she makes a decent cup of coffee.
Are you Sympathy? Nina said we should speak to you?
Yes, I am, and if you don't mind, I keep the show running here, so I'll be brief. What are you doing in my building?
We've been given a lead on a story that involves one of your personalities, Charlie Nova. Someone has been manipulating his articles on the Meshnet and turning them into scathing attacks against the human revolution. We're trying to track the culprit, and we needed to talk to Mr. Nova to hunt down further leads.
You let your ROM do all the talking for you? Must be one of those new interrogation models all the fresh meat rave about. Of course I know someone's been modifying Charlie's articles. I'm tracking them down myself. What I want to know is why I should help you snatch the scoop out from underneath me. Super hacker twists Meshnet news for personal political vendetta. Let the clips basically farm themselves.
Ooh, say that to Zin.
Zin? Augmented eyes, Zin? What does Zin have to do with this?
She's the one who gave us the lead to begin with. Then, someone threw her out of an office window. We figured Mr. Nova might be next, and we wanted to get to him first.
Holy shit. Fine. I'll let you talk to Charlie.
That was easy.
If someone is trying to kill people over this, I'd rather it be out and done with as fast as possible. I mean, shit, we're an entertainment scene. Nobody should die for that. But hey, watch yourselves with Charlie. He's a pompous clown, but he's my pompous clown.
I hope someday I can be someone's pompous clown.
Keep it civil, or I'll throw your ass out and figure this out on my own.
Yeetus deletus.
Now get on it, I need to make some calls.
Okay, are you? So... I assume then you're Charlie? He's practically glowing in his people waiting on him. Hannafoot, definitely the talent Charlie Nova. Okay, good. You're my clown, but not pompous. Oh, well, thank you. Look.
Fantastic. How fantastic. I just love your ROM. Not quite as stunning as mine, but still pretty grand. Very sleek, very clean. Bravo! Oh, Sympathy is doing that thing where she waves at me to hurry things up. Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose. Wait, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Charlie Nova, host of Tonight in the Stars and Star in the Stratosphere.
Also, I really like that they gave Sympathy, a female identifying character, such a masculine art. Oh, it's a nice touch.
But you already knew that, I'm sure. What can I do for you,
What can you tell me about TMI? Because I know you're gonna love telling me about yourself. Her name is also very good. Sympathy is a fantastic name. Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated. No, we can't blow Charlie up.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that.
She sounds like a tiefling. That would be a good tiefling name.
We put out top-notch news and entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match. But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all. Sure, she can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poofy-haired oaf all the time, but you can really tell she cares, you know? Deep down. I'm not sure if the throat-cutting gesture she's making is the signal to move on to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being. So, let's move on. What next?
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh, you flatter me. Yes, you do. I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story, have you? After all, I've already published my very own splendid 100% original autobiography, Like a Nova. But I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if Sympathy is giving me the stink eye. I grew up here on the mean streets of Neo San Francisco, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements. And the rest is not so ancient history. Now I'm the host of the largest celebrity news show on the mesh, and I couldn't be happier.
Nuke to urge to nuke whole station minus bunny girl into radioactive powder. Down, Heavy, down.
It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who count.
Have you heard that your stories are getting altered once they get posted to the mesh?
Oh, it may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me it was some kind of technical glitch and our support people were on top of it. They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy. So I don't think there's anything more to say on the subject.
Charlie sounds like how I do Edgeworth and Phoenix, right? Alright, let's see. We've heard of other people's posts getting altered too.
That's very upsetting. I hope you've passed along that information to Sympathy. I'm certain that our tech people will be able to find the culprit in short order once they know enough about it. I really don't know what I have to do with it, though. It was your posts they were manipulating. And that is supposed to mean what? I'm not sure if you're trying to imply that I had something to do with this, or that I'm being targeted for some specific reason, but if you have an accusation to level, then make it known. My time is far too important to be wasted beating around the bush. Alright, that's enough. Charlie has a show to get ready for. He's told you everything he's going to. So get the hell out of here. If you find anything more interesting than what you've got, come back and see me again. Directly. Remember, I'm the victim in all this.
Man, she looks really cheesed off now. Do you know how snippy she can get? I better get her coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down. I'm very sorry if we made your day more difficult. Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers. Yeah, okay, sure, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You make her even madder? Oh, no, oh no. On second thought, it'll only take a minute. Oh, alright, but she takes it with plenty of milk. Alright. I guess we're making coffee. Let's see. I take milk. Milk added to items. Use milk on coffee. Okay, let's deliver this and make amends. And back in we go. I thought I told you to beat it. Or do your ears just not work? We just wanted to bring your coffee and make sure there were no hard feelings. Huh. Oh, that's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do. Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority. Now, Scram, you know how to get in touch with me if you need me. That did not go well at all. We need some kind of leverage to get Mr. Nova to give us the information we want. I'm certain he knows something, don't you agree? He was being pretty evasive. Indeed. While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Assy bar early in his career, and some of his fans still spot him there from time to time. It's a long shot, but frankly, everything else about this case has been one long shot after another. Maybe we should question the people at this Assy establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova. There must be something. It's the only path I see. Better than nothing. The Assy Bar is located on Market Street near the Genus Clinic. We can head there whenever you're ready. Hi, Nina. Oh, door is open. Go right on through.
Alright. Bye, Nina. You're very cute. Bye.
Now we're going back to Market Street. Oh hey, this asshole is still out. Alright. Hey Ramona, what's up? What can I do for you? I was hoping you had some time to talk. Sure! I still have a little bit before closing, and I could use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I'm waiting for when I get off. Oh, what do you want to know? Actually, what is the VR drama about? I'm curious. Oh, it's an ongoing drama called Magical Commander Yukino at the Gates to the Deep. In it, you play the magical girl Yukino as she fights off older gods as they arise from the ocean. Oh shit, this sounds rad as hell. It's a bit cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersections between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos. All with a pseudo-military theme? In the newest episode, Yukino has to face off against the Gith as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past. How does a VR drama work? Is it like a video game? Not really. Video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead, right? Yeah, I agree, Heavy. This sounds fun. Like, maybe not original, but fun. Dramas are more about inhabiting the role of the character. There are rules, but they're mostly about behaving consistently in the fictional world. It's a bit like being in improv theater, except if you get too far out of character, the system boots you out and you have to start the episode over. Everyone experiences the drama a little differently, but it stays broadly consistent because you have to maintain the behavior of the character you're inhabiting. This sounds really fun. Yeah, like a VR visual novel. It requires you to really get inside the head of another person. I like it better than VR games, but that's just me. Sounds exciting, maybe I'll look it up. It's the best, super awesome. If you need any other suggestions, just let me know. I would play one of those too, it sounds rad as hell. I played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like. Maybe a detective drama? Anyway, you know what? I really like seeing her talk about VR stuff. Cyberpunk had those, they were called brain dances. You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input. It's pretty crude though, which is why EM hats give you that dreamlike experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The direct link network has way higher fidelity. It's like actually being there. Oh wait, we're investigating a murder. That's true, Ham. And since the direct link can interpret your primary motor cortex, you don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around. There was a Sword Art Online reference? But some people are still scared off by it. Why is that? Well, it's pretty invasive. They inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory centers. It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains. Understandable. Plus, for the 24 hours or so that it's hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical cross-firing. Agreed, transhumanism is rad as hell. It's a trip, I'll tell you that, but no worse than the stuff people have been taking for millennia, watching the world melt. Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work. Just let me know. Didn't Charlie Nova do promos for this place? Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect. And he parties harder than anyone I know. A couple of weeks ago, he invited me to this rave at some hole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest. I swear, if he wasn't Charlie Nova, he would have gotten chucked out on our asses, but it was a lot of fun. If you want to meet him, just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans, not that it helps his ego any. This is pretty innocuous. We're going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova that it is in his best interest to help us. Thank you for your time. Sure. Just let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to help. What can I do for you? Can I just immediately try and talk again? Sure. I have a little, is this gonna be the same dialogue options? What can I tell you? Thank you for your time. Okay. Hassiram, can you tell me anything? I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with? I heard Charlie Nova hangs out around here sometimes. I see. Another one of his fans, huh? Yeah, he comes here sometimes. I don't really get why everyone likes him so much. What's your issue with him? Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens. Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed up about getting scratched. I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles? It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your Rom a picture. Okay. Whoa, this is a named character. No, not... I wanna... What does Keith look like? It's your friend Keith. Enjoy... I have a friend? I have a friend Keith? Hello, friend Keith. Oh, it's you. Wow, long time. Who's this? This is Keith. Apparently an old buddy of mine. Hey, not too old now. Did you manage to keep that plant I got you alive? Oh, he's... No.
Aw, man. Rest in peace, Wilty. You probably overwatered it, didn't you?
That's exactly right.
Figures. So, what's with the bot?
That's Turing. My ROM.
Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were.
Funny thing is the soda name I know from a different game. Really? That's a fun callback they did then.
Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassy Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something?
We're actually here on an investigation.
Alright, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova. And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
We are? No shit? Actually, may have exactly what you need. Charlie comes here all the time. You know that Joey's the host of Star in the Stratosphere? That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all? Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour. So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves. It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad. But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want. They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine. It's not much, but it might help you build a case if you chop it up right. Just keep my name off it. I post hiking pictures, not scandals. Well, if nothing else, the threat of this dropping on the mesh should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you. Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
Yeah, it looks like we might just have to fabricate blackmail. Thanks, Keith.
Later.
Say, why did you tell Keith that I belong to you? Well, I do like you. I don't have ROM of my own yet. I'll thank you to remember that I am not the same as any ordinary ROM that exists to be subservient.
Oops.
I don't like being forced to assert my independence as a unique individual, but I really thought you were above this. Anyway.
Eesh.
Accidentally doing microtransgressions. Frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this. Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous. But I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound.
And on this episode of Peculiar Little Rabbit, Accidental Robo-Racism.
This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up. Let us present our story to him immediately. Look, Turing, you're nice and all, but that was annoying. Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger. Alright, so I think I'm probably gonna save and call it here for the night. It's definitely a little earlier than I would normally do this, but it's only by about 20 minutes, and honestly, I'm feeling a little tired since I had a pretty huge day earlier this morning. If you haven't had a chance, I highly recommend going back to check out the first episode of Peculiar Little Roleplays, the Joy of Slaying campaign. That went live this morning, despite a few little hiccups here and there. I think it went really well, and I think that a lot of people are really gonna like it. For now, though, I'm going to call it a night, so thank you all very much for showing up and showing out. Thanks for sticking with me, hanging out, talking. And for now, let me see who I can find to throw us over to on a raid. Alright, let's see. Who... Who do I have that's on right now, actually? Do I have anyone that's on right now? I must have someone. Alright, let's throw it over. Oh, I know. Fawn is Chella. Fawn Lace is doing something. Yeah, I'll throw us over there. So it's gonna be raid Fawn Lace. Alright, so thank you so much for hanging out. As always, if you want to use any kind of raid message, it is just Jackalope Raid. You're welcome to throw in any emotes that you want, and you're also welcome to just not do any of that at all if you prefer. But either way, thanks again, and let's head on over.
Jackalope Raid! That is my kind of raid. Thank you for putting me you cutie cute.